Test here. Yes, audio is working. Cool. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get this ball rolling. Yo, what the fuck is up, people? What's happening? Happy motherfucking Friday. Welcome again to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. We're going to be bringing it down today. I'm going to be calling some of you guys out today. All right. This is why you have man boobs. That's the title of today's episode. We're going to break it down, yo. If you get uncomfortable, that's good. That means you're listening. That means what I'm saying resonates. That means it's worth sticking around. All right. So listen up. If this is something that you struggle with, if this is something you have on your body, if you have gyno, if you've got, you know what I'm saying, man boobs, then tune the fuck in. All right. Tune the fuck in. And yeah, on the surface level, it's going to seem sort of like practical. It's going to be like, oh, fuck. Yeah, maybe that's the reason why. But no, we're not going to get into the analytical, practical shit, the how many calories, the, how much should I train? The next week, I'm going to be all about that. I won't lie. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of like, free game when it comes to like the coach side of things, like the actual intellectual part. But one thing that's often overlooked with people that have man boobs is the fact that they struggle with motivation. And if you struggle with motivation, there's something going on in your mind that's preventing you from actually doing the thing that you know you need to do. All right. For those of you that tune in and tune out immediately, again, that speaks a lot of volume. All right. I don't want to hear you guys bitching and moaning about motivation. Okay. If you're not willing to sit down and have that conversation with yourself or at least listen to it. All right. Because, I mean, literally, how many of you guys struggle with motivation? Just say me. If you struggle with motivation, you're a little bit overweight, and you know you want to get to the gym, but you just don't fucking do it. Like, what's your why? Like, why is that happening? Anyway, we're gonna be diving into the podcast soon, and if you already know how this goes, then I don't have to explain it. But if you are new, I'm going to explain it. Okay. So if you're new, I won't be responding to anyone's comments until the end of the recording. So once I'm done recording, I'll be answering questions, do a little fucking quick Q&A there, and I'll help you out. All right. So if you want to stick around in the end for a little bit of a Q&A, you're more than welcome to do that. But we're going to be recording the podcast live, and you guys get the opportunity to hear this live. It'll be going on Spotify. It'll be going on Apple Podcasts as usual. Okay. So with that out the way, with that said, again, don't bite your tongue. Don't hold back from asking questions. All right. Hold on. Wait, let me just type this thing. Don't hold back from, asking questions, anything like that, simply because I want you guys and girls to get value from this. All right. So stick around to the end, and that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay. So without wasting any time, we will be diving into the podcast episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yo, what's good, meatheads? Hope you're having an amazing day, and welcome to another episode of the Meathead on the Mic podcast. It's your host, IFBB Pro Matt Butale, coming at you with another topic. And today, we're going to be talking about your man boobs, and they're bigger than hers. All right. You have man boobs, and they're bigger than hers. And we're going to talk about why. All right. But before we dive into that, I want to let you know that you are welcome to join the Meathead Monsters Club. It's a free Facebook community where you get the opportunity to meet other meatheads like yourself online. All right. Don't forget to screenshot and share this podcast out to your IG story to show support. I would really fucking appreciate that. All right. Also, if you have any questions or you'd like to be a part of the live recording of this podcast episode, you can search for me on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, all that. I'm everywhere. Matt Butale, MATT space BUTALE. You know what the fuck it is. Let's dive in. Let's get into this one. All right. So again, this one's going to be geared towards people that like specifically have this issue, that have man boobs, that are overweight, that see their gut hanging over their belt buckle. All right. This is why you still have man boobs. And like, we're going to break it down the middle. It's not one reason. Like, there is no one reason why you still have man boobs. There's no one reason. And we know that. Okay. We know that. It's a compilation of many reasons. But we're going to talk today about the reasons that reside with the mental things, okay, that lean on the mental side of why you have man boobs, okay? And not because, I don't want to talk about nutrition and training like I do. I love it. And I'm going to talk about that most of next week. If you've noticed this week, all the episodes are pretty much geared towards mindset. It's for a reason, because most of you guys that struggle, that are overweight, that have man boobs, that have love handles, struggle to death with motivation. And if you're struggling to death with motivation, it's because it's a mindset thing. There's something in your head that's either there or not supposed to be there. And that's holding you back from doing the things that you know you need to do in order to see success in your fitness journey. Okay. Fact of the matter is, the reason why you still have man boobs is because you're overweight, but we know that already. So let's get a layer deeper. We know that you got to take control of it. You got to go to the gym. You got to eat in a certain way, keep yourself hydrated, have your vitamins, X, Y, and Z. But you don't do anything about that. You know it, but you don't do shit about it. Okay. And we're going to, peel a layer back as to why this might be the case for you. Okay. So, like, ask yourself, guys, if this is you, if that's something that, sort of made your skin hot, if it made you sort of, sit upright and got you uncomfortable, my question to you that you should probably ask yourself is, why is it that you dislike the image you see in the mirror but do nothing to even slightly change it? Okay, I'm going to ask that again. Why is it that you dislike the image that you see in the mirror but do absolutely nothing to fucking change it? Not even slightly. Again, we know that you got to go to the gym. We know that you got to eat right. We know that you got to stay healthy, right? Simple. But the thing that I see with, like, the biggest thing actually that I see when it comes to people struggling with their image, at least when they're overweight, obese, they've got man boobs, love handles, huge ass fucking Homer Simpson gut, is the fact that they aren't mentally aligned to getting themselves to do the thing. Okay. And it comes, in my opinion, it comes in line with you being afraid. And this sounds weird because it's like, what do you mean? I'm not afraid of the gym. I'm not afraid of eating clean. I'm not afraid of eating vitamins. I'm not afraid of, like, asking for help or going online and getting, research, taking care of it all. I'm not afraid of hiring a coach. I get that. But what you are afraid of is a commitment, the fear of commitment. And this isn't only exclusive to, fat loss. People that want to, first time home buyers, homeowners, they're fucking afraid usually because they're stepping outside of their comfort zone to buy a home if they've never owned a home before. You know what I mean? So naturally, it would make sense for them to be afraid, for them to make the commitment to put such a fucking huge investment down to buy a home, right? Like, it's just natural. And then in your situation, as a man with, tits bigger than his wife, is fuck. I don't really want to give up sitting down watching Netflix. I really don't want to give up drinking beer all the time with the boys. I really don't want to give up eating pizza and wings whenever the fuck I want. I don't want to give it up. There's a fear of committing to a lifestyle that excludes your daily habits. And when I say excludes, I'm not saying permanently cancels out. Okay. I'm not saying that you're never going to drink beer again. I'm not saying that you're never going to enjoy a pizza or a burger or some fucking wings. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is your daily habits that usually have, I'd say, 90% of those things that I just mentioned in them, that repeat endlessly, will have to be changed. Like, you won't be able to just be 100% lazy, probably 20%. But the fact of the matter is that because you have to commit to doing something different, you are afraid. And because you are afraid, you can't execute it, or you don't have the motivation, if that's the lie you tell yourself. Because motivation doesn't fucking matter. If you don't believe me that motivation doesn't matter, try having a heart attack and see if it'll take motivation for you to get into the fucking gym. You won't care. You'd be scared to death, and that fear will discipline you. All right. So again, fear can be used. It can be manipulated. Okay. But most people get manipulated by fear of commitment to the change of their lifestyle that they're going to have to endure if they want to get rid of their man boobs, if they want to get rid of their Homer Simpson fucking belly, their love handles, the fat on the back of their arms. It's just facts. Okay. It's almost like you believe your excuses are the real truth when you're stuck in that position of being afraid. Like, you literally believe that, oh, I'm just not motivated. Like, I can't, I can't stick to it. Or you just start throwing shit out. Even your kids, you'd be like, oh, I've got to be with my kids at this time and all this and that, which is just absolute. Like, again, you have your kids, you want to spend time with them. You love them, and that's true. But at the same time, you're using them as a scapegoat most of the time. Like, think of it. Like, think of it. And it's actually ironic because if you really did give a fuck about your kids and you really wanted to live the longest life possible, you would do everything in your fucking power to make sure that you can stay on this planet 1 second longer with them. But that isn't the case because you use them as a scapegoat. All right. It's almost impossible to see success if you truly believe your excuses. Like most people throw their excuses out just to throw their excuses out, but some people that throw their excuses out truly believe that their excuses are fucking real, like legitimate, right? And that's the reason why they never change. The people that do change understand that they're just talking shit. They're like, I was just an excuse. But the people that never change truly believe that their excuses are legit. You can either have excuses or results, not both. And we know that already. You've heard that a million times before me. I did not coin that term. Okay. It's almost as if you believe that it's actually impossible to burn fat because you've been overweight for so many years. Like you've put these beliefs into your head. And it all stems from the initial fear of committing to change. Like your brain is having that conversation with yourself now, going on about fuck, you know, this, that excuse, whatever. It's impossible to burn fat. I've been fat my entire life, blah, blah, blah. Whatever fucking shit you're telling yourself. But the ironic thing is, you're actually right. Whether you believe your excuses or not, you're actually right. And you will always be right. There was a phrase, I might fucking mess it up here. I might butcher it. It's he or she who says, what is it? I can't remember it. But essentially, the gist of it is this: if you say something, anything, whether it's an excuse or not, and you believe it, it's true and you're right if it's about yourself. So if you say you're a loser, it's true. If you say you're a winner, it's true. That's what you are, right? It's just what you are. It's true. If you make a whole bunch of excuses, you become that anyway. So it is true. And if you set out to do a whole bunch of things that you actually do, then it's true. You're right, and you will always be right about your excuses. The same way you're right, and you will always be right about the things that you hold yourself accountable to. The things that you actually, not I don't want to say force yourself to do, but discipline yourself to do by manipulating fear instead of being manipulated by fear. Okay. Your fear of getting uncomfortable and staying uncomfortable, adopting a new lifestyle that is going to be healthier for you in the long run. Again, you don't have to completely cancel out what you're doing. You just got to mitigate it if those things are bad habits. Like your fear of getting uncomfortable is the reason why you never accomplish anything you say you want to accomplish. And this goes beyond just like fat loss and shit. When was the last time you said you were going to do something that you just didn't do? Think about it. When was the last time you said you were going to do something that you did not do? You made a commitment or you spoke a commitment and didn't act up or live up to it. Your actions didn't match your words. The way we do one thing is the way we do everything. So I like you better believe if you are an overweight guy, there are other aspects of your life that you are quote unquote overweight in, that you behave sluggish in, that you procrastinate on. You're lazy. So you're lazy in other facets in your life. Could be with your partner. Maybe you can't get fucking hard. Maybe you can't even make her come because you can't breathe. Like you're literally stroking it and choking yourself because you do not have any endurance. Your heart feels like it's going to stop every time you run. That's not fucking cool. And you know that. And if this hit you, if what I just said sounds like your life, wake the fuck up. All right? Man to man, that's fucking embarrassing. If you have the ability to be healthy, if you're not disabled, but you continuously choose to be lazy, sit on your ass, build up your fucking gut, looking more pregnant than your wife with bigger tits than hers, what the fuck are you doing? Man to man. Let's keep it a stack here. All right? You'd rather sit up with a beer, pizza, and Netflix because it's comfortable. Point blank. It's just true. And I get it. Like who the fuck doesn't like comfort? You're probably working a job you hate. This is the only time you ever get to go home and like decompress. It's you. It's your time. If you don't have kids, cool. If you've got kids, still cool. You do the things that make you feel comfortable because you're surrounding yourself either with people at work or with people in your life that don't really, make you happy. And you're one of them. You see that person every single fucking day in the mirror. And whether or not you look at yourself in disgust and say, "Oh, this is I don't like this," subconsciously, your body reacts to when you see yourself anyway, and that sets your tone whenever you make contact with yourself, and that shows you how you're gonna treat yourself, how you're gonna behave with yourself. I'm gonna keep it a fucking stack over here. All right. I know I'm coming from a polar opposite. I'm very unrelatable for most people. I'm a professional bodybuilder. And I did that naturally without steroids. That's a rare thing. I get that. But just to show you like the connection that you can have with yourself when you look in the mirror, like it's not underrated. It's just something not to be taken lightly. Like I would walk past the mirror without even intentionally looking at the mirror. Like my eyes would pass it. I'm like, like, let me stop for a second. That's me? What the fuck? And I'll start posing and doing my thing. You don't have to be a bodybuilder to feel that way. You don't. You just have to be confident in who you are. And confidence comes from doing the things that you know you need to do on a daily basis to build yourself up, i.e., discipline. Confidence comes from discipline. Confidence comes from consistency. Confidence comes from being congruent with your goals, doing what the fuck you said you were going to do, being integral, living in alignment. You feel me? Just let that sit with you. Okay? Let that sit with you because that's true. All right? Like let's look at it, man. Like you'd rather try a shortcut, do some fad diet, do something that's you can't sustain it. You're not a fucking vegetarian. Why are you eating a vegetarian meal plan? You don't eat fucking paleo. Why are you trying that shit? You know what I mean? Like you try a shortcut or keto even. Fuck that. You try a shortcut and then you fail to go all in and do what you know works, which is being disciplined 25/8, which is being responsible and consistent as much as you possibly can be because you get a bit of comfort in your shortcut. You get to keep a bit of comfort in your shortcut because this is a shortcut. You're like, okay, well, I'll just do this for that much time. And then when that's done, I'm just gonna go back, to fucking off and just fucking the dog, whatever I was doing. Right? Beer, pizza, Netflix, whatever. Meanwhile, your girl is there fucking probably texting her high school crush, going out on a date because you can't fuck. Your heart doesn't work. Your dick doesn't work. Like what's going on here, man? It's depressing. And it may sound like I'm bothering you. It may sound like I'm picking on you, but I'm really ripping this shit out of your chest. These are the thoughts you have, man. And I didn't make this up because I have clients that come to me. They tell me this shit. That's why I'm telling you this shit. I know you guys think this shit. That's why you have man boobs. That's why you have those love handles. That is why you're more pregnant than your wife. You got bigger tits than her. What the fuck's going on here, bro? Like, wake the fuck up. If you're listening to this, if you even decided to click on this podcast episode, you already have these thoughts going on in your head. You read the title and said, shit, this is for me. All right. Fuck the shortcuts. Do what you know will last. Something sustainable, something that will still allow you to have your Netflix and still allow you to have your beer, your pizza every now and again. But most of the time, you're doing something that's, keeping you in alignment, keeping you congruent with your goals. All right. Your desperate need to be comfortable, your crippling fear of commitment to self empowerment or self improvement, right? Your crippling fear of committing to self improvement, your inability to tell it like it is when you look at yourself in the mirror is the main reason why you have puffy nipples we can see through your shirt. All right. Like it's the main reason why you can't make your fucking girl come straight. You have no fucking stamina. Are you proud of yourself for being the most comfortable fucking complainer ever? Don't even answer. That's for you. Think about that in your head. Are you proud of yourself for being the most comfortable complainer ever? Like, what the fuck does excuses get you? Think about that. We already know you're overweight. We already know your sluggish reflection in the mirror and your inner embarrassment begs to differ. You're a man, so I'm going to tell you like it is. Okay? And I'm a meathead too, so let's get that straight. Right? It may sound harsh, but it's the tough love you didn't know you needed, bro. And I got your back. My life is built around helping you guys. Like, I like it. I love being who I am, a bodybuilder and all that. But it also kind of fucking hurts my heart when I'm out there in the club or when I'm out there like on the beach or just walking the sidewalk. And I got a couple of people who come around me or some guys or some acquaintances will pull up and be like, yo, Matt, yo, man, I want to get a little bit more in shape, or like, what can I do? What should I do? And all that. And I can just see the way they carry themselves. Like their lack of confidence is so fucking evident. And it kind of makes me like, I'm not too much of an empath, but I feel sometimes. I sometimes feel some people's pain. I sometimes feel it, especially if I know them. I'm like, fuck, like, I wish I could help. And this is one of the ways that I can help by ripping it out of your fucking chest, speaking your thoughts back to you so you can sit there and ask your fucking self, are you comfortable with are you proud of yourself for being the most comfortable complainer? Are you proud of the excuses and the results you never had? Again, it may sound harsh, but it's a tough love you didn't know you needed. Why are you allowing yourself to bitch and moan about like literally how unhappy you are about yourself, but do everything in your fucking power to defend your will to stay in your comfort zone? Especially if you know that everything that you want is outside of your fears and your fucking comfort zone. Like, what's the deal here? Like, who are we lying to and why? Like, why do you still decide to cook yourself in this sorry ass situation? It sucks. Again, dude, be a man. It's not hard, it's just repetitive. Again, you got to be consistent. You have to have integrity to do what the fuck you said you're going to do. If you said you're going to lose 30 pounds at the start of the year, well, look, it's already we're already halfway through it. We're fucking July the 1st right now. Happy Canada Day if you're Canadian. Fucking A, let's go. But that's the thing. Like, let's look at it straight up. It's repetitive. It's gonna be annoying. There are gonna be times where you don't want to fucking be disciplined. But what's on the other side of the discipline is something that you're dying for inside. That's why my words hurt you. Straight up. My words are your thoughts. These are things that my clients tell me when they join the academy. Feel me? Just be a man. Do the things that will rid you of anxiety, embarrassment, and shame. When you do the things that make you uncomfortable every single day, the outcome is you get reduced anxiety, reduced embarrassment, and reduced shame. I mean, embarrassment and shame already come from the fact that you can't make your girl climax. And then there's anxiety before you even get to bed with her. You can eliminate that all by being fucking healthier, weighing less, having better blood flow. You know what I'm saying, man? Actually being able to have a fucking rock hard. Like, check your test levels. Who knows where they're at? Are you a soy boy? I don't know. Like, you don't even care about your health. When's the last time you got a fucking general checkup for yourself without somebody having to tell you or without you having to get a health scare to go to the doctor in the first place? Embrace the discomfort if you finally want to fucking smile. Embrace the discomfort if you actually want to be confident, if you actually want to be a performing man. Or you can have the latter and embrace your excuses since you love being half a man. You can either bitch about your excuses or make your excuses your bitch. Can't have both. Choose up, choose wisely. Wake the fuck up, man. All right? That's all, yo. I had to drop that one on you. If this one hit, just let me know. Shoot me a DM. That's it. That's all. Let's embrace your inner meathead together. All right? It's been nice chatting. Hope you like what today's topic was about. Natural IFBB Pro Matt Butale signing out. Boom. Yo, I really like that podcast episode, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack. That one felt good to get off my chest because I really felt like it's gonna help a lot of people. What's happening, people? What's up? I'm gonna read some comments. We're gonna do a little Q&A quickly for 3 minutes. I'll stick around for 3 minutes and then I'm gonna go run off and actually eat and then go gym. Yo, Rome, what the fuck is good? I know Rome is, I was recording the podcast. Man is so respectful. Yo, what's happening? This guy's killing me. He's like, my girl has man boobs. Wait, hey, yo, hey, yo, hold up, pause, dude. What the fuck did you just say? That's mad. That's mad. Jason, yo, shout out to Jason, the only dude who actually out athlete. Fuck off. I'll never forget about the MVP awards. You. Shout out to everybody that joined. Real shit. I appreciate your time and your presence. Powan, what's good, my guy? another high school legend, one of my mentors in high school. He's like a big brother to me, honestly. We used to wrestle and all that shit. We had those deep combos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, dog. It's Winder. What's good, bro? My old coworker when I used to work security. Yo, I fucking love you guys. I can't believe you guys are showing up. This is dope. Rose like, I got bigger tits than my wife. Dude, I believe you. Okay, look, no, if you haven't checked already, you don't know who I'm talking about. You're welcome to Rome. You are, and then the word welcome, not you are, but literally the letters you and are. Welcome to Rome with the number two, Rome, Rome. He's on TikTok, he's on Instagram. This guy is a pro bodybuilder. I've known this guy for quite a bit. He turned pro naturally. He's just a phenom. And he actually has humongous fucking tits, but they're not man tits. They're literally pecs made of steel. Go check his shit out. He's always gonna like rip through his undershirt. That fucking guy. Powan says, yeah, balance is key. Totally fucking agree. Rome again says, my girl said she can't come. Yo, I had to rip that one on the podcast. No cap. My girl said she can't come though. That's a lie, bro. That's we. I Hey yo, don't forget I'm in the group chats, bro. Don't forget I'm in the group chats, bro. All right. That's mad. Dynamite 9, what the fuck is good, Mike? He says straight facts. Lots of people want to know the secret to building a good physique when the answer is simple. Try harder. All right. Stick to a healthy diet and train like you mean it. Do it hard. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is, man. 100%. 100%. Movement flows. Appreciate the comment. Duke, what's up, bruh? I see you. I'm Nada. What's happening? Amrit, what's good? This Lucifer, it's good. 90 Pro Card, bro. Currently on prep for nationals myself. Are you coming out to Toronto that weekend? Fuck yeah. I'll be supporting all the natural athletes that will be competing at the Natural Nationals. And I will be doing that every single year till the day I die because that's my show. Rudy is my guy. And I love just being in the environment. I love smelling spray tan, as weird as that sounds. That's the Pro Card in the back. Take a good glance at it. That's some fucking motivation for you, bro. That's some motivation for you, bro. That's some fucking motivation for you, bro. TikTok, what's popping here? Again, guys, just a couple of minutes over here. If you want, ask some questions. Ask some questions. I'm gonna do a little open mic Q&A for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go eat some fucking food, yo. You know what I'm saying? Marcus, what's good? How's your guys' day going? The podcast is recorded. You know what? I could even start editing it right now because why not? Right? I'm just joking. I'll give you guys my undivided attention. If you have no questions, if you have no comments, let me know so I can hop off the air. We'll be back again next week, Monday to Friday, same time, 12 p.m. EST. Dropping that drop. Okay, we got a question here from my boy Duke Jim Bro. And I appreciate all the likes here on TikTok. 116 likes and all the gifts. Yo, the name passed by. But thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that on TikTok, 100%. So the question here is creatine good for weight loss? Creatine itself isn't something like a fat burner. If that's what you're asking, it doesn't burn fat. You can take creatine and actually get larger because it retains water, right? So you could actually see the weight go up on the scale. And a matter of fact, it's best for those that actually kind of want to maintain muscle tissue or grow muscle tissue. And whenever we're maintaining or growing, we're not losing, right? Because we're maintaining or growing. So no, it's not ideal for weight loss, but you can still use it in your weight loss journey to maintain or increase the amount of muscle that you have. So that just sounded confusing, I know, but when you're in a deficit and you're making sure that you're losing as much fat as possible, you also want to make sure that you're retaining as much muscle as possible because you lose muscle as you cut, no matter what, no matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you take steroids or not, which is why you got to focus on getting a really good amount of protein daily consistently, training and stimulating your muscle as much as you possibly can while you're losing weight. And in conjunction with the protein, you're also giving yourself enough carbs to keep the muscles full so you can use them. And creatine would be another great added bonus on top of that because it'll allow water to go inside the muscles and expand the muscles and help you grow the muscles, give you a little bit more strength so you can go into the gym, perform a little bit better. Make sense? And if you perform a little bit better, you can keep more muscle or grow muscle as you lose weight, which is essentially what you want to do. Marcus Wellington. All right, I appreciate the question. He got a question. Marcus asked, Do you lose Korea gains? I hear so much mixed opinions. That's actually a great question. I actually like that. I'm just gonna change the title here for this real quick so people know what's popping for the next couple minutes. Just give me a second. I'm gonna answer you, bro. So Marcus, uh, personally, I think that that depends on like who you are. I think it's definitely case dependent. But for myself, I'll give you like my word for myself. It's sort of like that. Okay, so like when you're taking creatine, you got to be drinking a shit ton of water. And when I say a shit ton, I'm talking about like 4 liters, 5 liters, even consistently a day. And the reason why is because you need to be able to make sure the creatine is soluble and that it dissolves properly so you can absorb it, right? And when it comes to loading creatine, don't do that shit. Just take a fixed amount daily, between 5 to 10 grams. 5 grams is amazing anyway. But the thing is, I noticed that either when I'm drinking less water or if I'm not taking creatine, I'll notice my strength go down by like literally just that much. It's like it's not even noticeable, but it's because like I know my body and I'm fucking always in the gym. I can sort of just tell a little bit. It's just not the same. But when I'm hydrated and I take creatine, of course, the muscles start to swell up a little bit more. The strength, that little bit of strength that I lost comes back, but it's more of a visual thing if we're talking create gains. So I would say, yeah, like you're not retaining as much water intramuscular, right? Because the creatine is just not doing the extra work for you. So it's not that you lose create gains, but it's just not the same, right? Because if you took creatine, it would go back like in a week, right? So it's like you don't really lose it. It's just you will always have that added benefit by being on creatine anyway. It's not like you take creatine, then you stop taking it and keep everything. It's just creatine will always add more water in your muscle whenever you're taking it, right? It's like caffeine. You take it, you don't take it once and then get energy for the rest of the year or the rest of your life. It works when it's in your system, and then when it's not, it's just not. But when you take it again, it'll work, right? Assuming that you don't have like you didn't fry your receptors and shit because you're addicted to caffeine. I hope that made sense. Let me know if that made sense to you, bro. Duke, I appreciate the comment. You're the wise man for asking the question. I appreciate you, bro. Enrique, bro, what the fuck, man? I haven't seen you since I was a kid. How you doing, man? Arminder, what's good? He says, "How you doing, brother? Any deadlift tips to increase weight? I'm 170 pounds. PR is 405. So I've got a question for you, bro. Why? First of all, how many reps are you getting 405 for, and why do you want to increase beyond 405? Just let me know. Appreciate you, Marcus. Yeah, man. Any questions? Just drop them. I'll be on here. I lied. I said I was gonna be here for like 3 minutes, but like we're almost 10 minutes in. Again, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. That's what I do, people. What's good, yo? So yeah, Armando, let me know how many reps are for 405. You can be 100% honest. I'm not gonna rip you a new one here. I'm not gonna like try to fucking embarrass you or anything like that. That's not the deal. So just for fun, TBH. Okay. So if you're not actually trying to be a powerlifter, if you're not actually trying to, even if you were trying to be a bodybuilder, you really don't need that. I would recommend actually, I just wouldn't recommend it at all. If you're not really trying to do something professionally with it, don't even dare to like play with that weight. You're just going to injure yourself in the long run. You could do it. I know you have the strength to do it. I'm not saying you're weak, right? But it's not necessary. So I'm not going to tell you what to do for that. 405 is already plenty. Instead of working with 2 reps at 405, try getting 5. Typically, the more reps you get with the heaviest weight you can do, the more weight you can do with less reps on the other side, if that makes sense. So if you got yourself to work up to like an easy 5 for 405, you could probably do like a 2 for 495 if you throw a plate on, probably. But what I've always done to increase my strength was make sure I do a lot more reps with what currently is my heaviest. So I would stay at working at my heaviest and add reps to that, add sets and reps to that, but mostly reps to working with my heaviest weight. Make sense? Let me know, bruh. Again, we got some questions on TikTok, or I want to let you know that you are allowed to ask questions on TikTok. Facebook over here. What it is? What's up? Yep, makes sense. Respect, dude. Thank you for actually reaching out and asking a question. Most of these people that tune in are fucking sitting ducks. They just sit there and just sitting there. But you asked a question that probably answered someone else's question. So shout out to you for real, Arminder. Real shit. You're a real one. Any questions? Because I'm about to fly. I'm so hungry. I got like 2 minutes on this. Let me know if I'm a free man. Okay. I hear the crickets. I hear the crickets, and that's my time. Oh no, we got one more question. This is dope. It's from my homie, my old coworker. What's up, bro? Schwinder, what's up, bro? He says best core exercises. You're not gonna believe me when I tell you this. I don't train core. But the best core exercises, man, are it depends on what your grip strength's like, but I think like I feel for myself when sometimes would do core, I would do those hanging leg raises, but not with my legs completely extended. I would like bend at the knee. So hanging leg raises, bend at the knee, and you're sort of like crunching that up. And I would superset that with decline crunches. So if you got a gym where you can go, sort of like it's basically a decline bench. You go into you're just doing crunches. I would superset it 10 and 10, and then take I don't know 30-second break in between. That's if you are starting to build up your core strength. But when I was doing it, I was doing about 4 sets, 25 reps of the decline crunch, and then the hanging leg raise, 10 reps. Um, and I would superset that for 4 sets. So to get about that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 140 reps in total. You could work your way up to that. You could start off with 10 and 10, then go 11 and 11 and 10, and then 12 and 10, and just keep adding reps to it as you get used to it, and as you are able to like better contract your core, if that makes sense, right? But my question is, why do you actually ask about core exercises? Do you want to like get your stomach in check? Is that something that you're looking into do? He says, "Doing good, bro. How you been, yeah, dude? I'm fucking great. I'm happy, man. Just serving people, just fucking creating content, serving my clients, training when I want, eating when I want. You remember how it was for me when I was working there, man. Struggling to eat all my meals and shit. Like I had to hide from Karen and all that. Remember that? Yeah, man. So things have been good, man. Things have been great. Just super grateful, super happy. But yeah, man, let me know, why is it that you want to know about core exercises? Because I'll tell you, core exercises are great, but they do more for lifting than actually chiseling your core. You know what I mean? Like for example, to have a strong core would benefit you so much on a squat. To have a strong core would benefit you like so much on the bench press and just being stable, like with any movement that you're doing in the gym while you're working out. It does so much, man. To get core strength, it makes every other lift kind of go up, right? But I don't ever utilize, core workouts in the sense of like trying to get, better developed abs, because that pretty much only comes from conditioning, right? But yeah, I'm sure you're aware of that. He says just to build core strength, feels like it's always something I don't train enough, and I'm getting a butt wink. So there we go. Perfect. So that's a perfect reason why, dude. That's the perfect reason why to start training your core. You know what I mean? You don't want to get the butt wink. You also want to have good posture. It does help with your posture and your walking and things like that. And again, your core isn't just your abs; it's your erectors too, right? So make sure you're doing your lower back extensions to contrast and complement the front side with your abs. Yeah. LOL, gotta get the calories always, bro. Yeah, you know what time it is, man. Yeah, yeah. All right, people. That's it. That's all for this week. We will be back again next week. Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. EST, with new podcast episodes from the Meathead on the Mic podcast. You are more than welcome to hit me up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Meathead on the Mic. That's where all the recordings of these episodes will be stored. And if you want to see like the entire Raws and the entire live recording, I dropped that on YouTube. All right. So the Q&A from today and all the other Q&As and before and after the recording of the podcast, all that will be on YouTube. But the podcast itself will be on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. All right, people. So check that out. Tune into that. I hope you have the best motherfucking Friday and weekend of your goddamn life. You still will see me all over your timeline with reels and posts. Peace, love, and protein. We're fucking out. Boom.